What do you do when the people who raised you turn their backs, whispering your failures like a verdict, only to discover the truth you've carried in silence all along? I stood in the crowded banquet hall, the clink of champagne glasses and laughter swirling around me like a storm I couldn't escape. My mother's retirement party was everything she'd dreamed of: elegant, polished, a celebration of her 30 years as a high school principal. The room was filled with her colleagues, friends, and family, all toasting her legacy. I should have felt proud, but instead, I felt like an intruder in my own life. At 35, I was the daughter who hadn't made it. No prestigious career, no corner office, no accolades to match the framed certificates lining my mother's office walls. I'd chosen a quieter path, running a small community art program for kids, scraping by on passion and grit. To my family, it was a hobby, not a life. And tonight, their judgment hung heavy. "Clara, still playing with paints?" my aunt sneered, her voice cutting through the hum of the party. Heads turned, eyes glinting with pity or amusement. "You could have been so much more, you know. Your mother deserved better." I gripped my glass, my knuckles whitening. I wanted to scream that my work mattered, that I'd seen kids light up when they held a brush for the first time, that I'd built something real. But words failed me. They always did when it came to defending myself. My husband, James, stood quietly by my side, his hand a steady anchor on my arm. He was unassuming in his simple blazer, his warm smile a contrast to the room's sharpness. To them, he was just Clara's husband, a man who worked in tech, whatever that meant. They didn't ask, and I didn't tell. James preferred it that way. The speeches began, each one praising my mother's discipline, her achievements, her ability to shape futures. I clapped along, but my chest ached. When my cousin took the stage, her voice dripped with condescension. "We all know Aunt Helen's the star tonight, but let's not forget her family." "Well, most of them." Laughter rippled. "Clara, maybe next time you'll have something to show for yourself." The room spun. I felt James tense beside me, but he squeezed my hand, a silent promise to stay calm. I wanted to flee, to disappear into the night and never face their smug faces again. But then the MC called for a surprise guest speaker, someone who'd insisted on honoring my mother. James stepped forward. Murmurs spread as he took the stage, his quiet confidence drawing every eye. "Good evening," he began, his voice steady but warm. "I'm James, Clara's husband. I've heard a lot tonight about legacy, about success. But I want to tell you about the woman who taught me what those words really mean." The room stilled. My aunt's smirk faltered. "Clara," he continued, his eyes finding mine, "has spent her life building something most people overlook. Her art program has given hundreds of kids a safe place, a voice, a chance to dream. She's worked tirelessly, often for free, because she believes in them. That's not failure. That's courage." My throat tightened, tears prickling. He wasn't done. "As for me," James said, almost as an afterthought, "some of you might not know what I do. I'm the founder of Horizon Innovations. We've been fortunate enough to build technologies that help millions: hospitals, schools, communities. But I wouldn't be here without Clara. Her heart, her vision, her strength have shaped everything I've done." The room gasped. Horizon Innovations? The tech giant behind life-saving medical devices and global education platforms? My cousin's face drained of color. My aunt's glass froze mid-sip. They hadn't known. They hadn't cared to ask. James stepped down, ignoring the stunned whispers, and pulled me close. "You are enough," he whispered. "You always have been." The rest of the night blurred. People approached, some apologizing, others gushing over James's success. But their words didn't matter. What mattered was the man beside me, the one who saw my worth when I couldn't. And what mattered was the truth I'd carried all along. Success isn't measured by titles or wealth, but by the lives you touch. My mother found me later, her eyes soft with something I hadn't seen in years. Pride. "I was wrong," she said. "You've built something beautiful, Clara. I just didn't see it." As we left the party, the weight of their judgments lifted. I wasn't a failure. I was a woman who'd chosen love, purpose, and impact over applause. And with James by my side, I knew I'd never need their validation again.